Mirrors and Dreams, Book 2 of the Unseen Scar series, written and narrated by C.R. Saxon. Chapter 35. This is impressive, Elby. Ferdinan accentuated his praise with a bright, if forced, smile. A little tweaking, and it'll look sound. Yes, sir. Elby looked out the window, then back to his mentor. Are you going anywhere this break? I haven't been summoned yet, and I have no personal plans. If you stay, can we work on this over break? Ferdinan smiled bigger and nodded. Live, don't die. How are they different? And what should he do from here? Ignoring his growling stomach. Mentoring, that's all I'm capable of. If I don't get called away, I'm excited to see how it turns out. Mismatched eyes lit up. Screen in hand, Elby looked timidly at the blueprints he'd designed. How do you make those microboards, the circuitry? They're so tiny. It looks printed on, but... He agreed not to ask about the discs yet. You'll learn that in Master Ludwig's circuitry and design class your 8th year. Elby blushed sheepishly. My printer, programming it to print graphene circuits could be more beneficial than gems. Amazing. Why didn't I think of that? The near-perfect conductor of graphene circuits, the improved efficiency of battery life alone. Keep finding more ideas for your printer. Pink tinged Elby's cheeks, but the young tinkerer beamed. Elby, the word stuck, not for pride, but for fear. Yes, Master Ferdinan? Shaking, the skeleton knelt and bent forward. I'm sorry. I've failed as your mentor. I haven't been here. I haven't been attentive. I'm truly very sorry. I know. Elby jumped off his stool and stood before Ferdinan. Even bowed on knees, they were nearly face to face. Please keep teaching me. You're in high demand, and that can't be easy. I want you to teach me. Just not if I'm a burden. Those words slashed at his heart. Hiding his face, Ferdinan mussed the boy's hair. You've never been a burden. Teaching you and Yu is the only joy I've had. You're a good child and a wonderful student. Thank you for putting up with me. What's a duel? Oya appeared on the desk beside John, nearly knocking him out of his seat. Oya! I apologize. Swallowing his heart, John faced her. Duel? A fight to the death between two people, I think. It's an old term. No. Bare toes danced in the air. The kind of duel someone is described as being. A duel? Someone with two different abilities. But... Ah, I see. Oya grinned, interrupting the rest of John's answer. Is that a bad thing? No, just rare. The last duel was an energist with healing abilities. She lived over 100 years ago. How rare are they? John considered his answer. They're considered a freak happenstance. There's only been 3 known duels. Green eyes aimlessly scanned the room. In how long? The first person with abilities was nearly a millennia ago. Her usual wicked grin beamed at him. Thank you. Before he could press for more, she vanished. A duel? Where did she hear about that? Once Elby left, Ferdinand's smile disappeared and he returned to the screen with forbidden research. Living meant keeping that voice under control, and himself. Dose by weight was significantly less than by height. Maybe if I split the difference? That drop was less extreme, and it would stretch his supply another 3 weeks per batch. All the energy was nice, for the most part, but the mood swings and insatiable appetite had to go. However, even those were better than that voice. Gathering his supplies, Ferdinan went to work cooking up the next batch. But the dose. Pulling out his mint tin, he opened the bottom compartment and looked over its contents. Nearly a month's supply left. Chills and electricity ran up his spine. How should I do this? Carefully he studied. Going by weight. No, I can't risk taking too little. Maybe splitting the difference really is the best course. Will that be enough? Will it work? Chewing on his lip, Ferdinan returned his attention to the tin's contents. I should keep these in case the lower dose doesn't work. He wants me to live. Doesn't he understand I'm dangerous? A chime demanded his attention, forcing a deep sigh from him. Regret and a strange kind of melancholy weighed down his heart. I was looking forward to staying. Elby's carbon printer, figuring out the medicine. Why the Artemises? Why keep summoning me there? Being in that home, surrounded by John's family, it hurt. It tore at his soul and crushed his heart. He didn't belong there, no matter what they wished. But he couldn't refuse. The order was from his general, and a personal request from the Queen Mother. No, the request came from Evelyn. She's too young to understand she shouldn't want me around. Even if neither his general nor his strongest ally was involved, how could he turn down the 5-year-old hero? Focus on Evelyn. Ignore everyone else and you'll be fine. But it was physically impossible to ignore the Artemis family. There's no winning. You won't last long like this. A floppy fisherman's hat blocked her view of the moon. I'll keep all my promises, one way or another. Breathing out, Oya laid an arm across her eyes. I really am tired. As much as I and your keepers want to help, there's only so much we can do. You understand this. Soft twilight sand gently cradled her. Can I sleep in the realm of dreams? There's no such thing as an infinite energy source. As long as you understand. There was a pause before the man spoke again. But I will do what I can to ease your burden. Oya sat up and looked at him. And how will you do that? I'll approach Ferdinan again. Maybe he'll listen after what his cousin said. And Zephyr? A delicate hand played with her steel locket. It's possible he'll overcome on his own. Oya turned her eyes to the starless sky. It didn't look minor. True, but unlike Ferdinan, Zephyr has the will to change. It was tempting to laugh. Her dear friend was an immovable object, in a world desperate to move him.